Have you envisioned a world without fact checkers? Most especially when the widespread of misinformation and disinformation have increased across various social media platforms? Well, let's understand the perspective of fact checkers who ensure that news articles and social media content are verified to help the public make an informed decision.
Uh, when we look at the impact and influence of how technology has helped a lot in fact checking, it is something that we cannot even begin to quantify. For example, the Google reverse image search or the reverse image search generally has helped fact checkers in several ways. We have seen how images are taken out of context and painted a new narrative has misled a lot of people in the past.
As the introduction of fact-checking has taken the center stage, it is important to have in place media literacy to enable citizens get involved with verifying content or information before sharing across various social media platforms.
And we have suffered several years of civil crisis, and as per that, we have a very low literacy rate, and that places us in a position that we at this stage media, we need to consistently fact check and also inform people through our media literacy agenda. So I would say it's important for the fact checkers to start to do a whole lot around media literacy, wherein the public, citizens, and policymakers can focus on ensuring that citizens make an informed decision.
I think as part of academia, I feel that it should begin right from schools. It shouldn't be something that we are offering as postgraduate or graduate courses where we are teaching fact checking, where we are giving information or telling about media. Media literacy, I always say that media literacy should start from the very initial stage of education, which is, say, at least primary education. Beyond that,
to conduct fact check, one must be knowledgeable about the impact and the steps involved in getting an information verified.
The fact-checking process can be very simple, yet it can also be complicated. But it will typically start with the selection of a claim. So by selection of a claim, you would have to find out if the particular subject you want to investigate or look into is something that is fact-checkable. I'm sure we all understand that there are certain claims that are not fact-checkable, that would include like prophecies or predictions of the future. Now, apart from selecting the claim, we would also need to verify the source. And for me, this is also important because sometimes the nature of the source would help us determine a certain baseline to see how credible the source is.
And generally, these technologies have not just helped in fighting mis and disinformation at crucial and critical times, it has also greatly helped in keeping the society at peace, and then also helping to keep things in order. Also, another tool that has helped greatly is the Google tools, especially the Google Earth map.
Fact checkers provide data, research, and in-depth analysis through both fact checking and explainers to have the citizen access adequate information.
there is ample amount of information, but the new task of journalism, or I should say the emergence of journalism is now the reporters are now focusing on sifting through that information, whether it is right or wrong. So that is the new form of journalism, one can say, because there's ample amount of information already available, and therefore the importance of fact checking becomes even more important. Having said that, the whole idea of fact checking was always there from the ancient times or from the very initial days of journalism. But it has become crucial, it has become at the forefront nowadays, keeping in mind the dissemination of information that is happening these days, because nowadays every person, you and I, everyone is a digital publisher.
To investigate the particular claim. Sometimes it can just be referencing official documents. That's all the fact checking is about. And then you, the final step will be documenting the process, which is writing whatever you've found. And the writing is also as important as the investigation, because now you are presenting it to the public, and so the public should be able to understand the steps you went through to arrive at your conclusion. And so if they are also supposed to follow those same steps as you have established in your writing, they should also arrive at the same conclusion.
I can tell you that a lot number of times videos or images are mis-geolocated in order to paint a new narrative or to lie about a context. But the Google Earth and the Google Map has helped effectively in determining the location and the actual truth behind where and what happened at what time and in what location.
The European Union has appreciated Liberian fact checkers for their active roles in the just ended 2023 general and legislative elections.